Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I welcome you. I am Virginie, an interior designer, and I deal with houses that represent 100% who has to live them, from consulting to the entire renovation process. I also help foreigners who want to buy and renovate in Italy to support them all the process long, otherwise difficult to follow from a distance. In this channel I will talk about home and renovation, trying to give you helpful tips so that you can have your dream house, a house that represents you in depth and where you will always feel at your ease. I absolutely need to know you well to help to furnish your home so that it will represent you 100%. It is essential. In today's video I explain why and what happens if we skip this step. But before we get started, if you love everything related to the home and renovation topic, remember to subscribe to my channel for more information on this subject. And please don't forget to click the like button because it's the best way to support this channel and my content, and I'll truly appreciate it. We said at the beginning, I must really know you to help you furnish well. It's not about psychoanalyzing you, much less minding your own business, but to help you decorate well, I have to really get to know you. Nor is it a matter of having too little notions such as, for example, I like modern style, I love green. No, it's really not enough if you want the result to be a home that speaks about you, that represents you deep inside, where you can really unplug from the outside world. What does this entail? We will need a short initial period of getting to know each other, which doesn't mean we have to hang out at all, don't worry. We'll meet in person if possible, or via Skype or Zoom, and you will tell me a little bit about yourself and what you like. But mostly, how would you like to experience the home and what's your needs? Then, as I said a few videos ago, I will open a personal Pinterest folder where you can put any image you like. Again, it doesn't have to be about home, but also hobbies, clothing, places, actually anything that attracts you and causes you an emotion. That will allow me to understand a great deal about you without invading your privacy. But what will happen if we skip this step? Well, as I said before, to help you furnish well, I must really know you. So usually, if a possible customer does not want to invest a little time in this phase, I prefer not to take the job. Now I'll explain what would happen if we did not do this. Suppose that you ask me for help in furnishing your home and you give me a floor plan saying, taking for the previous example, I love modern style and green color. Maybe you add that you are a person who loves to receive friends at home, and that's enough. I accept this assumption and work for a modern home with the color green that is functional for receiving guests. Probably you will not be totally convinced when I present the project to you, so we start with 1001 changes that you often can't describe clearly. Why is that? Because your personality can hardly be encapsulated in a simple I love modern, the color green, and receiving friends. If you try to make a folder on Pinterest or look at the ones you already have, you'll see how the things you like and are attracted to are also very different from each other. Hard to close in a simple example like the one before. There will be colors and styles that maybe you hadn't thought of and wouldn't have told me. And your home must contain all your unique personality, everything that excites you. Seeing all these images will help me better understand who you are and ask you the right questions so that I can do a focused project that can really represent you. While it is true that we are bombarded by 1,000 images which can also distract us, it is also true that they can tell a lot about us, our tastes and our way of being. For me, this step of listening and seeing is really important, because if not, I would do not a good job for you. To help you furnish your home well, I really need to know you. If I wouldn't do that, in addition to showing you designs that don't convince you, do you know what the risk is? I would give you inappropriate suggestions. Now let me explain. Not knowing exactly everything you like, seeing that what little you have told me is not enough, it is inevitable that I will try to make suggestions based on my own experience. And maybe you let yourself be convinced. Maybe then I can find something that you like and satisfies your eyes, but it doesn't represent you. And after a while you will feel that something is wrong. Do we really want to risk it? Isn't it better to invest some time to tell me who you are and then manage to have a house that represents you 100%? I hope the video was helpful and you loved it. In case, let me know with a thumbs up and in the comments. Feel free to share this with someone you think would be interested, and I would be honored, and it will help me to grow my channel. If you already haven't done it yet, remember to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell so you will not miss the upcoming videos. See you soon. Bye!